I manifested $100,000 per month. This is the 55 by 5 method, a brand new way that you can use it to raise your monthly income. The 55 by 5 method for manifesting money. Make sure that you buckle your seatbelts because a lot of money is about to flow into your life. This is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com, and let's dive right into this video. Okay, so I made a similar video on how I manifested becoming a millionaire using the 55 by 5 method, and one of the things that I got a lot was, how do I use this to increase my monthly income? And I want to share with you a different technique that I used in order to go from not being able to pay my rent. My girlfriend at the time, was in debt. I had zero money coming in, and I was able to use this technique to reprogram my subconscious mind, connect with the universal intelligence, and manifest over $100,000 a month income. The 55 by 5 method is essentially rewriting a statement 55 times a day for 5 days. Now, I think that that's silly to stop like that. You can go back to a more realistic level, like 10 times a day thereafter, but there's no reason you should ever stop something. It's kind of like if you were to spend 5 days getting in shape and then you just stop. Why would you do that? You want to continue to do it, right? So you want to continue to reprogram the mind until what you want manifests itself. So in the other video, I talked about a statement that I learned from Mike Dooley, and he said, I'm a happy spiritual international multimillionaire. And I used that, and then I would couple it with a monthly income statement. So what I want you to do is comment down below, large sums of money come to me now. Comment down below, large sums of money come to me now. Before we get into this, you have to get excited, and you have to start to use expectancy theories. What expectancy theory is basically, psychologists say, what you expect, you generally experience. We need to expect large sums of money coming into our life to get excited enough to even do this exercise, to start to rewire the brain. So comment down below, large sums of money come to me now. Comment down below, large sums of money come to me now. Comment that down below, large sums of money come to me now. And so what I would do is, I called it hypnotic writing for forever. I did this for probably done this for 7 years, and then a few years ago I came across the 55 by 5 method, and I said, wow, that's what I've been doing. And so what I do is I pull out a piece of paper or a journal or whatever, and I write, I am so grateful I am making $100,000 per month. Large sums of money come to me now. I am so grateful I am making $100,000 per month. Large sums of money come to me now. That's step number 1, is to pick whatever it is your monthly goal is. It may be $1,000 a month. It may be $2,000. It may be $5. It may be $6. It may be $4. It may be $10. It may be $100. It may be $2,000. It may be whatever it is. It doesn't matter what the number is, but pick a number that you can. I believe in incremental goals that you can continue to manifest and then continue to raise the bar. And so I picked $100,000 a month. And so I would write, I am so grateful I am earning $100,000 a month. Large sums of money come to me now. I am so grateful I am earning $100,000 a month. Large sums of money come to me now. And I'd write it more than 55 times. I'd write pages of it. It'd probably take me 20 minutes. And what I'd do is I'd put my headphones in, and I created a success hypnosis for myself, and I would listen to that while I did it. It's free to use. Over 300,000 people from all over the world have used it. And once I started getting all these results, I put it up for free online for people to use. So it's jakeshypnosis.com right there down below, and it's free to use. jakeshypnosis.com right there down below. jakeshypnosis.com right there down below. And you can play that very softly while you do this. So you pick what it is your financial goal is, and it's always going to be this or something greater, this number or something greater, because the universe is for constant expansion. Now, the reason that you're rewriting this is because psychologists say 95% of your life is controlled by your subconscious mind. What that means is 95% of your life is subconscious. Sub means below, so it's below conscious. Consciously, you say, I want more money, but it's subconscious that controls 95% of your life. And if you've had the same negative negative results that you don't want over and over, it's now become lodged into the subconscious mind. For me, I couldn't even earn $1,000 a month for a very long time. I couldn't pay for pretty much anything, so Ashley, my wife now, girlfriend at the time, was working over 50 hours a week and commuting an hour each way. She was in debt and she was paying for everything, and nothing was really changing in my life. And so I had a really deep subconscious pattern of being broke, of seeing, no money in my bank account, or overdraft in my bank account, or not being able to pay anything. So I needed to use repetition to reprogram those thought patterns. And from a neuroscientific perspective, that repetition that I get emotionally involved with is starting to build new neural connections of financial abundance rather than scarcity, fear, and limitation. So pick your number is step number one, and then you're going to write it out. I am so grateful. Write it once below. Whatever number it is that you pick, write it once below. I'm going to go through and I'm going to send everyone positive energy that writes out their statements down below. I encourage everyone else watching this video to go out and send positive energy to every single other person. So comment down below if you want. I am so grateful now that I'm earning, and write what your number is. $2,000 a month, $4,000 a month, whatever your number is, write it right there down below. I am so grateful I am earning. So that's step number one. I am so grateful I'm earning, and I would write, I'm so grateful I'm earning $100,000 per month. I'd put a couple exclamation points and I'd write, large sums of money come to me now. Write it again. And I would do that over and over while I listened to my hypnosis. It's jakeshypnosis.com and it's free to use. You can do it too. And so I would engage all of my senses while I was doing it. Now, what begins to occur when you do this regularly is after a while of doing this, whether it's a day, 2 days, a lot of times you'll feel the results quickly because, you're using repetition. Just like if you sing the same song over and over, what happens? It gets stuck in your head. The point of this is to get it stuck in your head. It's like a new song chorus you're trying to get stuck in your head. And it's you making more money and you doing it in the present tense so your brain starts to believe it. So that's step number one. Pick the financial goal that you're going to use. I'm so grateful I'm earning this amount of money per month. Then large sums of money come to me now. So comment down below, large sums of money come to me now. Step number two, you're going to write it 55 times for 5 days in a row. I would just do hypnotic writing where I would lose track of the number. I'd probably write it 200 times because I was just like, I really wanted my life to change, and I realized my subconscious programming was so negative about success that I had to spend extra effort. Just like if you're trying to get stronger, some people spend extra effort in the gym. Some people are trying to get in better cardio shape so they run more miles. I knew I needed to spend more time using practice and repetition to rewire my subconscious thought patterns and thus change my brain chemistry to one of abundance, and then my life would start to shift. And I had to really start to believe this. It sounded silly because I was struggling so much. At first I'm like, $100,000 a month. Yeah, but you're stupid. Yeah, but that won't work out. Yeah, but money's bad. So I had to retrain all of that. So you're gonna write it 55 times with your monthly goal. I'm so grateful I'm earning, X amount a month. Large sums of money come to me now. Number one. Number two, I'm so grateful I'm earning $2,000 a month. Large sums of money come to me now. Number three, I'm so grateful I'm earning large sums of money. I'm so grateful I'm earning this amount a month. Large sums of money come to me now. And you write it over and over 55 times for 5 days. Now, a lot of people say after that you're done. It doesn't make any psychological or scientific sense to quit after that, because the way that your brain and your subconscious has been programmed is through repetition over your whole life. You may be 20 years old, you may be 14, or you may be 70, or you may be 45. That means however old you are is how many years repetition has programmed you for your current financial life. So why would you just stop after 5 days? If you hit that goal in 5 days, change the goal, make it bigger, right? So after that, you can move to 10 times a day, or you could just set a timer and do it for 10, 20 minutes and just keep going. But for start, at least do it 55 times, because that's what's going to allow the repetition to sink more deeply into it. So you just pull out a piece of paper and write number number one. Number two, and do it to 55. Probably won't take you more than 10 minutes. So I'm so grateful I'm earning X amount a month. Large sums of money come to me now. That's number two. Number three, I think this is the most important part, is to read it aloud afterwards. You don't need to read all 55 times if you don't want, but what I would do after I would do this every time, because you got to understand, every time you have an emotion, you fire nerve cells in your brain. You fire brain cells. And there's a term in neuroscience called Hebb's law that says that brain cells, nerve cells that fire together, they wire together. When they wire together, then you've actually created brain. You've created change. You have created brain. You've created change on a chemistry level, on a neurological level. Your brain is starting to think this thing is real, and it's starting to get wired for a new reality. So what I do after I would do it all is I would say it out loud. I would stand up too, because I want to get more emotion into it. I'm so grateful I am now earning $100,000 per month. Large sums of money come to me now. I am so grateful I'm earning $100,000. Not this. Think of the emotional difference between this, the energy difference. Remember, law of attraction says like energy attracts like energy. The subconscious mind responds to emotion. So the most dominant emotion is how the subconscious is, that's what the subconscious is going to accept. So think about this. I'm so grateful I'm making $100,000 a month. Large sums of money come to me now. Did anyone hear me? Right? That's not going to have the same emotion. Or reading it silently. You don't have as much emotion if you read things silently. You just don't. So you do it out loud. If you need to, lock yourself in your car. Lock yourself in your bathroom. Turn the faucet on so your roommate or your friend doesn't hear you. Who cares? Who cares if they hear you? If you have an accountability partner, pick one. You may have a friend, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, co-worker. Pick an accountability partner and do this together. Do this together. So that means that's what I would used to do. So when I would write it out, I would take a photo of it and I would send it to my friend, and he would do the same to me. So we were holding ourselves accountable to every day writing it out. Writing out this, I'm so grateful I'm earning $100,000 a month. Large sums of money come to me now. Then I would read it out loud. Like I said, I'm so grateful now that I'm earning $100,000 a month. And I would try to memorize it so I'm not looking at the paper, because when I'm not looking at the paper, obviously I'm going to be more emotionally involved in it, and I'm trying to exaggerate the emotional involvement to fire new nerve cells, fire new brain cells, and get my physiology, my nervous system, every cell in my body vibrating in harmony with this new goal of $100,000 a month that I had. And I would try as best as I could to get every cell in my body vibrating in harmony with it. This is like taking a million shots of coffee, is how wired up you would get from it. Don't take a million shots of coffee. Please don't do that. Disclaimer. Instead, just read this out loud with a lot of passion and it'll do the same thing. So, what you do is you read it out loud like that, and what you're going to notice is after, you don't need to read it all 55 times, read it 10 times. 10 times out loud. It'll take you 45 seconds. You're going to feel so much different, and that's the number one sign that you've started to change the law of attraction. The universe is starting to respond to you. As you feel different, that means your energy is different. That means your vibration is different. That means it's starting to sink into the brain, into the subconscious. That means the universe is starting to pick up the new frequency that you're broadcasting. So read it out loud, either in the mirror, in your car, wherever it is you got to do it, and read it out loud and get emotionally involved in it. That's how you're going to supercharge the 55 by 5 method, or the hypnotic writing technique of writing out your monthly goal. Last but not least, forget about time. Albert Einstein said time does not exist. So if time does not exist, science says energy is never created or destroyed. And what is reality? It's energy. So that means that the future that you want already exists. Your consciousness just must come into alignment with it. So forget about time. Stop looking around and going, is it happening yet? Is it happening yet? You won't worry about whether or not it's happening once you get emotionally involved in it, because you're going to feel so different. You're going to know things are about to change. So forget about time and instead focus on getting your consciousness and your mind wired to this reality. And once that happens, you feel different. You feel excited. I'm on a walk and I'm like, man, it's so cool. I'm making $100,000 a month now. I wasn't, but I started to believe it. So like I was certain that it was going to happen. and that it already was happening, and I was feeling as if it was happening, and that's what allows the universe to start responding. Money is an energy system, and so are thought patterns. So money has a certain vibration. As you use this technique, your vibration is going to go from here to here, and then you're going to start to meet money on the same vibration. Just like the way that you fall in love with somebody is you guys are on the same harmonious vibration. It's called like minds. Well, money needs you to be on like-minded state, like energy, in order to attract more of it to you. And as that occurs, everything starts to shift. So forget about time. Remember, you live in an infinite universe. You are a divine being. Money has ears, and it will hear when you call. Comment that down below. Money has ears, it hears when I call. Comment that down below. Money has ears, it hears when I call. Comment that down below. Money has ears, it hears when I call. Comment that down below. Money has ears, it hears when I call. Forget about time. You are a divine being. You're an individualization of God. It's your birthright to have financial freedom. All it is energy. That's all it is. It's not good, it's not bad. It's energy that gives you more options in life for yourself and for others, and to be more generous and to be more free and to have less stress and to have more options to experience more of what God and the universe has created in this reality. That's all it is. Forget about time and say to yourself, large sums of money come to me now. Comment that down below. Large sums of money come to me now. Thank you for watching this video. This is how I manifested $100,000 a month using the 55 by 5 method. This is the most powerful technique for manifesting more money, reprogramming your subconscious mind, getting in harmony with the energy of universal abundance so you can attract financial success, and more specifically, freedom and options into your life. Make sure, if you can, you get an accountability partner so you guys can take a photo on your iPhones or whatever and text it to each other every morning. When you finish writing it out, you just text it to them over real quick. You don't even need to say anything. Then it's a prompt to them, hey, now it's my turn. They need to send it back to you. Then make sure you read it out loud. Forget about time. Get emotionally involved in it. This is how you reprogram your mind. Remember, you're a divine being. Forget about the idea, I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough. You're a spiritual being in a physical body. So your body is the smallest level of who you truly are. There are so many great things in store for you, but you have to come in vibrational escrow, a vibrational alignment with it. It's like the money's waiting in vibrational escrow. You sell a house, but it's not the new owners yet. It's in escrow. What does that mean? Technically, it's still the old owner. It's still in this old place. It hasn't come into the hands of the new person yet. Well, money's the same way. It's in vibrational escrow. And as your consciousness shifts using the 55 by 5 method, you're going to start to see your monthly income raise because your relationship with money has changed. The way you view yourself has changed. Your thought patterns have changed. Thus, every cell of your body starts vibrating in harmony with the energy of abundance. Comment down below, I am a divine being. Comment down below, I'm a divine being. If you have not yet, make sure you download my free success hypnosis, jakeshypnosis.com. If you did that, I created a software when I learned all this for myself first to really truly reprogram my mind. I call it the second mind. The first mind is the one society has programmed into you. The second mind is the one you program for yourself. So using all these advances in neuroscience, I spent a lot of money and a lot of time developing this for myself, and it worked so well that I started giving it away. And you can demo it for free. Over 100,000 people have used it in 1 year, which is crazy. And it's gonna help amplify rewiring your mind, because that's the end goal. When the brain chemistry changes and gets wired for abundance, you will see it happen in your life. You can demo it for free. It's thesecondmind.com. How would you like to have a second mind wired for financial abundance? It's right there down below, thesecondmind.com, right there down below. So go ahead, demo that for free, thesecondmind.com. Hit the subscribe button, the bell notification, even if you already subscribed five years ago. Make sure you hit the bell notification, because the bell notification is what notifies you for new videos. I don't know why YouTube does that now, but if you subscribe, it actually doesn't even mean you get notified for videos. You have to hit the bell notification. So make sure you hit the bell notification right over there on the side. Like this video to send it out into the YouTube universe. Share this with a friend to find your accountability partner, and you guys can do this together to grow your monthly income, to have more freedom and options in life, life and claim the divine right that you have for freedom, wealth, and happiness and joy and all the things that life has to offer, comment down below. Comment down below. It is my right to be rich. Comment down below. It is my right to be rich. Comment down below. It is my right to be rich. Money is just energy. And the more of it that you can attract into your life, the more freedom you're going to have and the more generous you can be in making the world a better place. So have a beautiful day. Thank you for watching this video. TheSecondMind.com. Demo that for free. Come back and share your success story using this method. If you've already had success with it, share it right here down below to inspire everyone else. Have a beautiful day, and I'll talk to you soon.